Hey there, everybody. John here from Make Math Moments, and I wanted to share with you a tip that I've been using this tip for a number of years now. But when I first started teaching, I used to keep track of all of my lessons in like binders. And I don't know. Did you keep track of your lessons in binders? Like, I would keep track of the lessons in binders, and then sometimes I'd lose an activity or I'd forget to put it in the right slot, and I'd always be searching for certain pages or tests or units, and they would always be in binders. And then I had like tons of binders, right? One binder per course was like my rule. And then I would take my binders home. It would just be a lot of work. So I know, like, what many of you is when USB keys came out, I would store everything on my USB key. And then, I'm sure this has happened to you. You lost your USB key, or it stopped working, and you lost all your year's files. And that happened to me a couple times, and it's devastating to lose all your files. So actually, I want to share with you what I've been using instead for the last 5 or 6 years, which is Google Drive. And I've been using Google Drive along with Google Sheets to manage all of my lessons and my day-to-day unit plans. And the beautiful part about that is, one is that your lessons are all in Google Drive. They're in the cloud. They're stored there. You can go anywhere you like. Like, if I'm just going to show you my background here, I'm going to switch my background so you can see, like, if I just bring over my Google Drive, like, this is, say, what a course might look like. This is my grade 9 math course. All your files are up there. And when you modify, the other thing, I don't know if this is maybe a pro tip for you, you can get Google Drive's Google and Backup Sync, which anytime you modify a file on your computer, it'll automatically sync and get sent up to the drive. So no more like, hey, I saved this activity. Now I have to copy and paste it back into my USB key, or I'm going to put it back in my Google Drive. So that is a lifesaver. It's just automatically uploads into the cloud. So it's wherever I go, I never get to lose it. Google's got it safe. Now, but that's like, this is something that's like most people, I think, I don't know. Are you using that? Because I figure most people have, because I've been doing this for years. However, I feel like the power of using the cloud-based system for organization is, I don't want the binders. I got all my files there, but when I go to say, what did I do last year in this grade or this course, I'm sometimes left hanging. So what I've been doing for a number of years, I actually learned this tip from Cal Pierce, the other co-host of the Make Math Moments podcast, is we use Google Sheets. And this is now like the binder of binders. It is your day plan. And the beautiful part about this now day plan is that I've got my days, I got my strands, I can link to lessons. I write down notes about what I did here the day before, and then I just build from there. So notice each one of these is a link to, say, my activity that I used, or a handout from my Google Drive folder. That's the really nice part, is that they all go up into Google Drive, but I link to the unique files on the day that I did stuff. So if I did this activity on my measurement, I did this R2D2 activity, which is the post-it note activity, and then I linked to the practice questions right there, and it's in my Google Drive, like my file. I just link to it, and that's the beautiful part. You can make a link to anything you want in this spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet's in the cloud, so that spreadsheet is saved automatically. It goes wherever I go, and then it's there for next year. If you look across the bottom down here, you can see that I've got, this is the particular one I ran. This one, I named it 2020 Q1 COVID time, because our timing is all different. Each of these ones were full days. I had all 4 lessons back to back with my students this year. This is spring 2019. So notice I've got them saved by year, semester, whenever I ran that course, so I can go back and look at what did I do each of these iterations of the course, and I can copy them forward, paste. But if you scroll down, each one of these rows is a day, and I love that I wrote down what I did, what activity I used. I linked to the activity, I linked to the handout. It's all there for me to use and plan out. That's one of the lifesavers that I think I have used over the last few years, that this thing has saved me a ton of time planning, and also replanning, right? When replanning, when you go to look back on what you did. So that's what I just wanted to share with how do you stay organized with your courses. This is the way I'm doing. I'm using a Google Sheet. You can call this a virtual binder, right? It's no more of this binder. It's now all in the drive. It goes wherever I go, and it's shareable, right? It's shareable. I can share this file with you. I actually have shared this file with lots of people. I'm just going to show you here. I'm just going to head on over to mrorr-isageek.com in the background, which is where I have been writing for lots of years about what's happening in my classroom before Kyle and I started making Make Math Moments. But I've got a link here, a peek into my classroom, which is where I share all my files. And if I scroll down, I've got kind of some blog posts here. But if you scroll down to the bottom here, I got spiraled curriculum, which is where I'm keeping my sheets. Okay, so all of these are my day-by-day plans for my grade 9 course and my grade 10 course. And basically I've set up that so that you could copy that. So if you just wanted to look at what I was doing in grade 9, you can click this link, which brings up my day-by-day to share. And it's got all the links and all the activities that I used day by day. Now I can hit back though. Let me hit back. And this link though gives you a duplicate copy in Google Drive, which means it's going to copy the spreadsheet. So now you can modify it and you've got the layout that I've already done. So if I do that, I'm going to get a copy. I'm going to make that copy as long as I have a Google Drive account. And then boom, I now have a copy of that. And now you can say delete these cells if you want and start fresh, or make its own, you can make it your own tab, and you can go from there. So that's something that you can take away. So that's the other benefit, is you can share those files. So you could share that with a team teacher. You could share that with a teacher who's just starting out and say, hey, I've been doing this for my course. Hey, here's my day by day. It's all shareable, and I've linked to it. And it does save time, because it will save you time next year. So awesome for me. I've been loving this system, and I'll never go away from it unless there's something else that knocks this out of the water. But so wanted to share that with you for sure. And just as a reminder that this video will go up on YouTube. If you are not over on YouTube or here, hit the subscribe button over there. Hit the subscribe button or that notification button here in Facebook, so that you can get notified next time we go live. We're being going live more frequently these days. So that's there for you to do. And I guess I will see you soon. But take care, everybody. And looking forward to seeing you next time.